We're going to go over how to get the best results from keying out a green screen in DaVinci Resolve. This video has been built around the Resolve manual, so Blackmagic themselves have actually said this is the best way to go about keying out green screen in their software. So hopefully you learn how to do it and pick up when and why to use each setting that I'm going to show you. Okay, so here is my green screen footage, and you'll see straight away that the green screen isn't perfect. There are shadows and slight wrinkles in the fabric. The process we're going to use is the 3D keyer. If you're using an older version, you can find the 3D keyer in the color page. And if you come down to your qualifier and select this cube, that is our 3D keyer. And it works just the same as we will on our edit page. Now, what makes using this 3D keyer the best for this type of green screen work is the fact that when we draw on our screen, we are telling Resolve to include this color and all the other shades and tones of that color, which makes it great for green screen with some slight lighting and wrinkle problems like this one. Okay, so let's drop our 3D keyer onto our footage. And the first thing we're going to do is select the picker tool. Make sure that this invert button is selected, otherwise we would be removing this man from our shot instead of the green screen. Now, if you're not seeing anything come up while you're trying to draw, that's just because you need to come down to this little button here and select Open FX Overlay. So what we're going to do is just draw over our green screen. You can see the more I draw over all the different tones and shades, it's starting to key that out. So if I draw enough so it's just a two-tone black and white image, you can see that it's done a pretty decent job straight away. We do still have some green haloing around our subject, which we'll look to take out in our fine-tuning settings. One thing to note if you want to get the perfect green screen every time are the 4 different behavior option modes that are in the 3D keyer. The first one is soft. This provides a softer edge to the key that is more forgiving of the chroma and luma adjustments. The more gentle drop-off is suitable for situations like subtle light changes across the face. We have the flat option, which is the default mode. Each color selected is 100% keyed, and adjustments are made for small color variations. And we have tight. This only keys the exact color picked and does not apply any softening based on color ranges. This can be used for quite difficult keying jobs. And the last one is Luma. This functions similar to the tight setting but ignores all chroma data. This mode is used for black and white footage. What makes the 3D keyer the best for green screening within Resolve is the built-in D-spill slider. This basically does most of the work for you, removing any green halos or green bounce we may have on our subjects. So we can see that our green halo, if we just lift our D-spill slider up, it'll slowly start to remove those green halos from our subject. And we can push it quite hard. You can see it's totally removed it for us there. If I just zoom in a little bit here, you can see it's actually done a pretty good job at removing the halo as well as the bounce that's in his hair. And then any further adjusting, we can come down to our matte finesse sliders. The 3 most common methods of key refinement using the matte finesse controls are a clean black fill to fill in holes and parts of the image you're omitting, clean white to close holes in parts of the image you're isolating, blur radius and the in and out ratio. This controls the blur and the edge of the key to push it in and out. If you want to see in detail what these sliders are doing, we can come down to the output and choose alpha highlight, which shows what's being keyed out. And we can adjust our sliders here to kind of have a look and see what they do. And because everyone's footage is different, you'll need to adjust these sliders to suit your footage. It's not just one setting suits all. Using these controls, you can vastly improve nearly any key without the need to endlessly readjust the initial qualifier controls. So that's the rundown on the 3D keyer and some settings used to get the best possible results in Resolve. Let me know in the comments how you got on with your footage.